Today I'm going to be showing you how I create a appropriate everyday bold lip. So I'm going to be starting with the MAC paint pot in soft ochre, or ochre, I'm not really sure how that's pronounced. I'm just going to blend that all on my eyelids and just underneath as well to act as a primer. It's rather warm here today in Spain, so just fanning myself a bit. Now I'm going to take Makeup Geek's Beaches and Cream and just set all over and around my eyelid. To take Creme Brûlée by Makeup Geek, and I'll be using this as a transition shade. To do this, I'll be using the Morphe M330, which is an ideal buffing brush for your eyelids. Here you can see me tapping it on the side of the pan just to remove any excess, and I'll be going in windscreen wiper motions just into the crease of my eyelid, and then repeating on the other eye. Now I'm going to move on to my face, and I'll be using the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer all in one. It's a lovely foundation, but I mainly just use this as a concealer unless my skin is really bad. Now here I'm just going to draw some triangles under my eyes and cover up any imperfections with this concealer. Then I'm going to be using a Real Techniques Beauty Blending Sponge, which is damp, to blend all this out. I've speeded this up for you because it takes quite a while. I use a patting motion, as you can see, and I blend this everywhere I can. It looks quite light, this colour for me on camera, however in person it looks completely different. Plus also when I add a bit of bronzer later on, that completely changes the look. However, living in Spain I do tend to change my skin colour quite a bit with tanning. Now I'm going to take the NYX finishing powder in the banana shade, and using the same damp beauty blender from Real Techniques, I'm going to dab it in the pot and bake wherever I put concealer. This gives it extra staying power and also mattifies my face because I've got quite oily skin for the rest of the day. Now I'm going to take a pencil brush by Morphe, and I'm going to repeat the stages that I did on my lids on the underneath, starting with Beaches and Cream and then finishing with Creme Brûlée. The trick here to make it look natural is to blend, blend, blend. Now here I'm going to quickly do my eyebrows. I don't do anything special, I just fill in where they're a bit sparse and then set them with mascara. Now I'm going to take the Kat Von D Shade and Light Face Palette, and I'm going to slightly contour my face. I like to use this warm shade in the middle as it works for my skin tone, but obviously use whatever's best for you. And I'm going to be using the M460 today, just to chisel it out. It's a very densely packed brush, so it picks up a lot, that's why I'm tapping it off on the side of the palette. The trick I find with contouring is to chisel out to start off with, as you see here, and then take the side of the brush and blend it upwards towards my temples. Now using a fluffy brush, I'm going to take the same colour and just contour my forehead and blend in my cheekbones. Now using the same brush, I'm going to take a bronzer. I prefer bronzers without any shimmer in them, so this is quite a natural looking bronzer. I'm just going to take this and tap off the excess and warm up the outsides of my face, going over the contour just to make it appear a bit more natural. I put a bit on my nose just to warm up these internals of my face, and under my chin, just so it all blends seamlessly. Now I'm going to take an angled brush by Morphe, and using the Morphe 9B palette I'm going to apply my blush. I shall be using this quite rosy terracotta-y shade. It shall help to warm up the skin. These blushes from Morphe are extremely pigmented, so I will have to go in afterwards just to blend them out with another brush. This brush is from Real Techniques and it's an all over face brush. I think it's number 100, but I shall list it below. I'm going to apply lip balm. This is from Burt's Bees and it's a lovely natural lip balm. Then I'm going to take my MAC lipstick. It's a lovely shade this, very buildable. And to apply this I'm going to use a Morphe lip brush just to get all the angles correct. Now I'm going to go back and finish off my eyes, starting with curling my eyelashes. I have fairly flat eyelashes, so I find I have to do this quite a lot. And the mascara I'm going to be using today is the Extra Sculpt Volume Mascara from Kiko Cosmetics. It's a lovely mascara, however I'm still getting used to the wand on it as it's a rather strange shape. I'm also quite a klutz when it comes to mascara, as you see here, but don't worry, we'll leave it till later and a cotton wool bud will get it off. Just speeded up the other eye for you because you don't need to see that all over again. And then here you see me removing it with a dry cotton bud. It just wipes straight off. Now using MAC Fix Plus, I'm going to spray this all over my face, and this should act a bit like a setting spray. I find it quite refreshing and it does help to keep my makeup in place. Now just to finish up, I'm going to use Becca Cosmetics with Jaclyn Hill highlighter in Champagne Pop. Just apply this very lightly to the top of my cheeks, the end of my nose and my eyebrows and my cupid's bow. I love this highlighter. And then here we will have the finished look. Thanks for watching.